Hi, this is Alfred Brock, and we're here today to provide some tips for teens about inhalants. And this is not to show you how to do it. We're providing you tips for inhalants because we care about you, teenagers and young adults, and anybody who's doing this. It's not good for you. It can cause brain damage, permanent brain damage. It can cause permanent physical damage. You could end up in a wheelchair, or you could die. And that's not the point of getting high, is it? No. Getting high does not need to involve any substances at all. You can feel good all on your own. So let's get some tips for teens about inhalants. Well, the truth about inhalants. Let's read that first. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. That's a nice color sheet, isn't it? I like it. The truth about inhalants. There's slang for it. They call it the glue, kick, bang, sniff, huff, poppers, whippets, Texas shoe shine. That's a new one on me. Get the facts. Check it out. Inhalants affect the brain. Inhalants are substances or fumes from products such as glue or paint thinner that are sniffed or huffed. Huffing. They're huffed to cause an immediate high. Because they affect your brain with much greater speed and force than many other substances, they can cause irreversible physical and mental damage before you know what's happened. These are seriously bad chemicals. They're dangerous to use when you're supposed to be using them for what they are for. They're bad. They're bad. Don't be inhaling them. Inhalants affect your heart. Inhalants starve the body of oxygen and force the heart to beat irregularly and more rapidly. And that can be dangerous for your body to the point of a heart attack, mental incapacitation, physical incapacitation, and of course, death. Inhalants damage other parts of the body as well. People who use inhalants can experience nausea, nosebleeds. They can develop liver, lung, and kidney problems and lose their sense of hearing or smell. Chronic use can lead to muscle wasting and reduced muscle tone and strength. These things are poisons in the areas where they are normally used. Do not inhale them. Inhalants can cause sudden death. Inhalants can kill you instantly. Inhalant users can die by suffocation, choking on their vomit, or having a heart attack. True, true, true. Before you risk it, in fact, don't risk it. Don't risk it. This says before you risk it. Get the facts. Inhalants can kill you the very first time you use them. They will mess you up no matter how many times you do it. Not in a good way. These are poisons, industrial poisons, that you should not inhale even when you're using them. Stay informed. Now, inhalants include a large group of chemicals that are found in household products. What? Aerosol sprays, cleaning fluids, glue, paint thinner, gasoline, propane, nail polish remover, correction fluid, and marker pens. None of these are safe to inhale. They can kill you. We need actually alternatives to these. So if you got some time on your hands, there's where to put your time. But do not use this stuff that's dangerous even in the normal use of these products. Be aware of chemicals like amyl nitrate and isobutyl nitrate, which are referred to as poppers, and nitrous oxide and whippets. You're supposed to make whipped cream out of them and sparkling soda. They're often sold at concerts and dance clubs separately in little boxes. Often, those are organized crime groups. They're organized crime groups. And if you don't believe me, ask somebody that tried to sell it at the same time while those other groups were doing it and find out what happened to them. Not pretty. That's some nasty stuff. Chronic inhalant abusers may permanently lose the ability to perform everyday functions like walking, talking, and thinking. I'm saving this one because opioids do that too. Lots of things do. Now look around you. The vast majority of teens, they're not using them. Even most of the folks who say they're using them, they're cool, right? They're being not cool. They're lying to you. They're not using them. Do not use them. They're not good for you. The vast majority of teens aren't using inhalants. According to a 2006 study, which is a long time ago, only 1.3% of teens were regular inhalant users, and 9 in 10 teens had never even tried inhalants. Of course, they weren't talking about it then, but we're talking about it now because it's become more prevalent. Don't use inhalants. Know the signs. How can you tell if a friend is using inhalants? Or how can you tell if, your child is or someone in the neighborhood? Sometimes it's tough to tell. It's pretty tough to tell. One day they're okay, the next day they can't talk, think, or walk. But there are signs you can look for. If your friend has one or more of the following warning signs, he or she may be using inhalants. And remember, let's keep in mind, people using inhalants are probably also using other drugs. So we need to zoom in on this stuff. We're not talking about putting anybody in jail. We're talking about keeping people out of the hospital, out of the wheelchair. Inhalants are bad for you. Slurred speech can be an evidence of inhalant user. Drunk, dizzy, or dazed appearance. Unusual breath odor. Unusual breath odor. Chemical smell on clothing. There's a good one for you. Normally you'd see that in a painter or something like that, or someone working in the chemical industry. And here's a 16-year-old walking around smelling like they're working in a petroleum distillery plant. Paint stains on body or face. Red eyes, runny nose. These are folks that may be victims of inhalant use, and they've been tricked into thinking that it's okay and cool. Something else is going on. Got to get those inhalants out of the scene. Now, what can you do to help someone who is using inhalants? Be a real friend. That means encourage your friend to seek professional help. Get him out of that situation. For information and referrals, you can call SAMHSA's Health Information Network at 1-877-SAMHSA. That's 1-877-726-4727. You can also find more information about this and other nasty drugs and nasty chemicals that you shouldn't put in your body. See, someone said that to you. Don't put it in your body. Don't do it. www.samhsa, that's samhsa.gov/shin, SHIN. I love SAMHSA, they rock. Okay, let's get some questions. Since inhalants are found in household products, aren't they safe? We already covered this, didn't we? No. Even though household products like glue and air freshener have legal, useful purposes, and those are questions to ask, why do they? When they're used as inhalants, they're harmful and dangerous. These products are not intended to be inhaled, nor are they intended to be spilled. Read the container. They're dangerous. Doesn't it take many huffs before you're in danger? Whoop, no. One huff can kill you, can shut that body down, or the 10th, or the 100th. Let's not play lottery with the spray paint cans. Even if you have huffed before without experiencing a problem, and you're now showing someone else how to do it, there's no way of knowing how the next huff will affect you. You're going to have impacts that day. You're going to have impacts for the rest of the week and perhaps for the next few months, even if you do it just the once. They're chemicals and they're nasty. Finally, final question. Can inhalants make me lose control? Yes. Inhalants affect your brain and can cause you to suddenly engage in violent or even deadly behavior. You can hurt yourself or the people you love. Let's not do that. So what we were talking about was tips for teens, inhalants. Let your teens see it. Let your friends see it. Thank you.